Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is Twit.
Shannon Morse is here. She is Snubs, the producer of this show.
Snubs.
And has 3 new Kindles. These are the new Kindle Fires.
Yes, they are.
And I finally got my. It's funny that you're doing this today because I finally got my HDX, the 8.9 inch yesterday, and been playing with it. But I'd like to hear what you think. So you've got the Fire HD, the little one, the HDX, and the big boy, the HDX 8.9. So give us a tour.
So I'll go ahead and start with the Fire HD. This is the small one. It's only 7-inch screen. It's very small. And it's also pretty lightweight. It weighs less than 1 pound. It's at 12 ounces. But this one features a 1200 by 800 screen resolution size. So it's a little bit on the low side, but that's also because it's
cheap.
The cheapest one on the market.
It's really cheap.
So the one that I have here is the one that has special offers. And to give you an idea of what the offers look like, it basically just shows up on the lock screen. That's about it.
You don't see them anywhere else?
No, I haven't.
That's not bad.
So it doesn't show up on your home screen. And when you're going through here, obviously, when you're going to shop, you're going to see, ads for different applications and whatnot. But that's really about it. This one starts at $139, then the price goes up from there. That one is the special offer version. And I believe the one that does not have special offers is $169.
I think it's $20 more, yeah. Something like that, 20 or $30 more.
Yeah.
It never, I had the paperweight with the special offers. Never bothered me.
$169.
$169, $30 more.
Yeah, so it's not that bad. So this one is pretty speedy with the processor. It's 1.5 gigahertz processor. You can get a couple of different options as far as memory goes. You can get 8 gigs or 16 gigs. Battery life is pretty good, 10 hours of battery life, and that's with a pretty active day, too. You can use it for playing video games and whatnot. The speakers are found on the back side of this. You also notice there is no camera on the front side. There's the power button right here, and then the volume button and the 2 speakers are on the bottom corners. And then the only other things you have are a mic jack and charger, and it's a regular micro USB charger. So I found that these 2 buttons are kind of odd, and this is the same with all 3 of them, the fact that it's on the back instead of on the side. So it took me a moment to figure that out.
I couldn't even find it at first.
Yeah, I turned it around, and I was like, oh.
I know there's an on switch here somewhere.
There's got to be an on switch somewhere. So also, there is no camera on this version of it.
On the back or on the front at all or anything?
Yeah, there is no camera whatsoever, and there's also no additional memory slot. So you're stuck with either 8 or 16 gigs.
For $139.
16 gig, that's the one that I would probably choose. So it's a little bit more expensive, but 16 is pretty good. So my pros on this guy, I think that it's a really excellent price. However, there are a couple of cons. There's no Mayday, and I'll get into Mayday in a bit. The screen is just okay with 1280 by 800 resolution, and there's no camera. I found that the volume, as far as the speakers go, is really nice. Watching videos on here is just fine. It actually looks pretty good whenever you're playing videos on here. And you also get the nice little intuitive IMDb feature over here that Amazon has included. That's pretty fun. And then you get some of the applications, but it's running on their Fire OS, so you're not going to get everything that you get in Google Play, which is unfortunate. So this one I had to give a try to. So it's pretty good.
Well, it looks good, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good, but of course this is the lower end model.
It's the least expensive. Right?
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to move on to the next one. And this one is going to be the Fire HDX. And I have this one set up. Let me go ahead and power it on
This
for
is
you.
the 7-inch version.
Yes. So this is the 7-inch version of the HDX. Both of the HDX, the little brother and the bigger brother, this one that I have over here, they're both pretty similar as far as specs go. Like the insides, this one has a 2.2 gigahertz quad-core Snapdragon CPU, so it's a little bit better than its little brother. You can get 16, 32, or 64 gig options. Yeah, great photo, isn't it? It's amazing. So it obviously has a camera. You can do 11 hours of battery and a little bit more than that if you're just using this as an e-reader. And it also has the 2 dual speakers on the back. The camera on here, of course, it does come with a camera. It's a front-facing HD camera. And there are also no extra memory slots. So again, you're stuck with those different memory choices that you have on their website. So the resolution on this one is a little bit higher. It's 1920 by 1200, a lot better. The weight of it is 10.7 ounces. So surprisingly, this one weighs less than its little brother at 12 ounces. So you get a couple of ounces less, which I personally really liked. And if I turn it around, you'll see that these speakers are located at the top this time instead of down at the bottom like its little brother. But no camera, of course. So if I turn this around again, I'll show you what the camera looks like. It's pretty decent. I took a whole bunch of selfies. I know I look ridiculous. And I made a couple of videos. So it has pretty good video. It's that 720p front-facing HD camera, so it's not too bad. And videos look great on here. I think they look quite a bit better. You can definitely see a big difference in the resolution
It's
when you have them
1080p.
sitting next
I mean,
to
this
each
is
other.
a full, yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Full HD.
It's very, very pretty. The speakers on here are really good quality with that Dolby 5.1. If I hold it up to the speaker, to the microphone, it's very clear.
Surprisingly loud.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
And it gets loud. Yeah, it gets
Yeah.
really, really loud. So I like the speakers a lot on this guy. So I'll just go ahead and get straight into my pros and cons on this one. This one starts at $229, so pretty good price on it. And the sound quality is excellent. The screen is really great. It's also very fast and very responsive. Though the cons on this one, it's only one camera, and I really don't like the fact that they have the Fire OS, the 3.0 version of
It's
this. over
Android, but you
Google
would
Play.
never know.
Right.
Right? It's
Exactly.
an Amazon UI.
Yes, exactly.
This is Mojito.
So, I think it's really fun for anybody who's in Amazon Prime and they're buying things from Amazon all the time and they're really into watching videos and using it for TV shows and stuff like that. Buying ebooks on there and audiobooks on Audible, things like that.
If
So,
you're in the Amazon
very
ecosystem,
handy.
it's made for you. I
Yes.
fired mine up. And of course, when you buy it from Amazon, it says, oh, it already knows. It's Leo's Kindle. It's already
Yeah, it
logged
does.
in.
So
it has my
there's no setup.
audiobooks from audible.com. They're not downloaded, but they're all visible. All the music at Amazon Music. So I live in the Amazon ecosystem, so it makes sense
Me
for me.
too.
The Amazon streaming, all my movies, all my TV shows are already there.
I'm the
So
same way.
It's not, you're not going to write a paper on this thing,
No, you won't, but
it's great for content consumption.
it's very good for content consumption. I wouldn't necessarily say like, hey, do your homework on this device because
Right.
at that point I would say go with a laptop definitely, not a tablet for that specific reason.
Right.
So I'll go ahead and turn this one on for you. This is my favorite one. Also, that one was a buy.
This is the one I bought.
So this is the Kindle Fire 8.9 inch. It's the biggest brother of them all. This one starts at $379, so it's definitely a little bit more expensive, and that's on the lower end. It also offers both Wi-Fi and LTE, which is great. So it costs a little bit more. I think it goes all the way up to $579 total for the different versions that you can get. But there's plenty of different versions available. You can get 16, 32, and 64 gig options. You can get 7 hours of battery life on this guy and 17 hours if you're actually just using it as an ebook.
Wow, that's
Super
pretty good.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. It keeps on turning off on me. So
I
still
put
have
tapped
the
out on it
same
too.
one. Yeah, I started playing that game and it's all your fault.
Don't
This
stop.
game is so much fun. I
Silk
really
is
like
Amazon's
it.
browser. It's supposedly a sped up.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
it's decent. It's
This is
usable.
available on all three of them. It's pretty decent. Of course, it depends on how fast your wireless is wherever you are. But I was able to go up here and I was able to browse YouTube and pick up some videos.
Reminds me a little bit of
Videos
Internet
play just
Explorer, the Metro version. It has that kind of feel
Yeah,
to it.
it feels
the touch
really
focused.
funny.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
obviously kind of a baby operating system.
Right.
And Silk browser. Yeah.
Right.
It just doesn't look all that great. So, but it's good for browsing if you just need to go to a website real quick or whatever. So I was playing with that a little bit. This one is a little bit more heavy. It's 13.2 ounces, but it still weighs less than an iPad Air.
Yeah,
interestingly
and
enough.
according to DisplayMate, has a much better screen
Yes.
than the iPad Air in
it's
terms of
beautiful.
color reproduction. I could notice the difference. I feel like
Yeah.
maybe I knew ahead of time, but I feel like I can notice the difference.
beautiful.
It really is a gorgeous screen. Very high resolution.
2516 by 1600.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really nice.
yeah.
And it's still got that 2.2 gigahertz quad core Snapdragon 800
It'd be great for watching movies in bed
Yeah. 2
or on
gigs
an
of
airplane.
RAM on here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very nice. It still has the same speakers on the back of it. It also has a 720p front cam and an 8 megapixel rear with a flash as well. But again, no additional memory slots on this one either. So the back of this looks just like its little brother with the speakers at the top.
Right.
This time you have the camera over here. And
The
you have
weird
the
on-off
flash.
switch on the back.
Weird on-off switch. So I noticed with this one, the sound was a little bit muffled whenever I was trying to listen to music. If I play one of these songs that I had
Yeah, but
downloaded-
it's it was fine for an audiobook. Not as loud as I would like, perhaps, but
yeah, not as loud. So
it's not bad
it
sound,
sounds, the bass sounds a little bit muffled.
though. Yeah, it's like,
But otherwise, audiobooks are really nice.
yeah.
I love listening to audiobooks on here, and listening to movies was perfect. I had so much fun listening to movies on here. Like, that's what I was doing
Did you
today at
try
work.
the Mayday thing? They're
I did.
advertising that where you
I
press a
did.
button.
Do you want to see it?
Yeah. Can we make a Mayday call?
It is the funniest thing ever. So you click on the question mark, and it says, "Help! I need help."
This
And
is
then it'll
calling a
connect you.
live
So,
representative.
what should I ask them?
Um,
Because they actually come on screen and they say, "Well,
no, ask him how to. How
to-"
can I listen to? I don't know what. How can I say? Ask him if you have.
I'll ask them how to set up a lock on my.
There you go.
my front
Can I
screen.
lock this
I mean,
so that
that's
nobody else
easy,
can see
but-
it? Yeah. That's the thing about most of this stuff is it's pretty easy to do.
I accidentally exited it out of there. Okay, so
Is it
it's going to
making the
take about
call?
15 seconds to
Somebody
connect.
actually shows up.
Yeah, then
That
they
is
will show
wild.
up down here.
Mayday. Yeah, they're going to wonder. They're going to say, what are you doing?
Hi, Paige. My name is Shannon. I was hoping that you could help me find the passcode lock that I could use on my lock screen.
Did you already set it up?
No, I don't know how to set it up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, of course. So what we're going to do then is, do you see where the time is there at the top of your device?
Yeah, I see that.
All right, go ahead and put your finger on that and drag down.
Okay.
All right, and then go into settings.
Oh, I see it. Okay.
All right. And then do you see where it says, it should say security, and it might be just a little further down. See here.
Do you see it?
At the second of the. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
There you go. And then you see where it says lock screen password?
Yes, I see that.
All right, so if you turn that on, it'll prompt you to enter a password and to save it.
Oh, cool. Okay. That's perfect. That's all I needed to know.
All right, great. Well, I hope you guys have a great day and enjoy your device.
Thanks,
Thank
Paige.
you so much. Have a good day.
Wow, that was really great. That is so cool. Oh my gosh! Now she
It is
didn't
the
draw on the
funniest
screen and
thing.
do it for you.
No, well,
They have
apparently
that capability.
They can connect to
Yeah.
your screen if you ask them to.
Okay.
Like,
Like,
but
show me,
I,
I
think you
can't
have to
figure
give
it
them
out.
permission.
You know, my mom would love this.
Yeah.
She'd probably call every
It's
day
great.
just to talk to somebody.
Like, that was a stupid, easy problem to solve. But if you seriously couldn't find something, or maybe something was broken, or you had an error downloading something, they could help you with that.
you know what I liked about
really
it?
funny.
She knew.
Yeah.
And she didn't. She actually didn't have to refer to a script or anything. She
No,
actually
she
was
didn't.
obviously very comfortable with
They're
how it worked. And she
very
knew, oh yeah, you go
advanced.
down here. It's like how a real person would
You
be.
get a different person every time, too. I've tried it 3 times already. I've asked them the same question every time, but
You know what? I was a little skeptical about the Mayday thing. I could see, especially for somebody who's unsure about their first computing
Yeah.
device, what a boon
Yeah.
this is.
it
That's
obviously
great.
doesn't look as good on their webcam as it does in their commercials. But, I
It's
mean, that's
fine.
kind of a given.
It's the
It
job
still
done.
looks really nice. It's very clear. And there's no stuttering whenever they get on the webcam with you.
Now, I noticed you have a strange case. You want to tell us a little bit about the
do.
origami? You got this is
So-
one that Amazon sells with it.
These do. I don't have the specs on this written down for me, but these are the
kinda
origami
cool.
cases.
Yeah.
And you can purchase these as accessories via Amazon.com. So I had 3 different versions available. There's a gray one, a pink one, and a black one. And they have them all specifically for the different kinds of tablets. So, of course, you can use this to set it up on different ways. I like this one specifically because I was able to set it both sideways and regular tablet mode. It was kind of cool.
Neat.
Yeah, it was cute. So it's a neat little origami case. I'll go ahead and give you the pros and cons on this one because I know we have plenty of stuff to go over this today in this episode. So this one was $379 starting off with. My pros on it, it's very fast, very responsive. It's got a really nice screen, and Mayday is hilariously awesome. My cons, the music with bass sounds a little bit muffled, and of course, Fire OS is built on top of Android Jelly Beans, so you don't have the full Google Play Store. But overall, the 2 Fire HDXs, I have to give both of those buys because they're really nice tablets. They're very impressive.
Very nice.
Yeah,
Very
I have
nice.
so much fun with Mayday.
Yeah, I've only had mine for a day, an evening, really, because I played it with it last night. I was pretty impressed by it. This is a
should
nice,
totally do it.
nice tablet. Yeah.
Yeah.